Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by evil match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player and for me is the allied side. It's the 1st January 1942. Happy New Year. So far the allies are holding the most important positions, and just now was a mine hit by some Japanese ship somewhere on the map. You can see no notification for my own navy, so it must be a Japanese ship hit a mine. That is of course good. And this was more or less a cleanup operation, maybe. There was a task force with one ship in range for my own task force to reach. Yesterday we had a successful airstrike at Port Moresby in this navy battle, and looks like the Kino is still on the map, but heavily damaged, and I can now use my 8-inch shells to finish off this cruiser. And I guess there are also no torpedoes left. Oh, there was a torpedo hit but no explosion. Yeah, I would say this is an easy win now from my side. If I can penetrate the armor. But this is the end. Kino is now officially dead. And there was also some troopers on this ship. And they're also lost. And more ships are going down. Nothing here. Don't know what is this. Little strange combination. Maybe it was a heavy escorted convoy. My attempt to unload more supplies to Mindanao. The Japanese carriers are still around Nomaya. Navy search aircraft are nearby, so Deaniks was not full speed retreating. Or maybe, but he's still not too far away from Nomaya. So the next sweep over Manila, the next air battle. And today I achieve maybe a victory in the morning, but now the incoming strike aircraft is coming. Oh, so this was a sweep. The strike aircraft is coming without escort, so my P-40s can now slaughter them. Yeah, but only just so. Yeah, this was a port strike. I expected this. So I can slaughter some Betties. I lost here a tanker, but nothing else. This is okay. The flag is forcing the Japanese to fly high, 12,000 feet. And this is the second strike with escort. And here I barely hit anything. More bombs are dropping. Still I can down some aircraft, but one of my cargo ships got an 800 kilogram bomb. This is second sweep and easy win for the Japanese here. So but I can force the bombers to return to base. So even one aircraft is enough to do something. But there is the next 800 kilogram bomb hit on my sub tender. This is this typical Chinese bombardment stuff. What else I can do? Simply ignore it. This is not the time to fight them. And here is the carrier fleet. The carrier fleet is still source of Nomaya. Attacking here my local minesweeper. Naja. So I lost the ship again. In my attempt to reinforce Mindanao, very risky operation, but the Japanese are still dropping the bombs beside the ships. But the Jakes are coming low, strafing, oh, missing. Okay. And this is now my attempt to strike. And my Catalina's dropping 500-pound bombs. And at least I get one hit on a cargo ship, retreating cargo ship. And this ship is already burning. And I think these losses are maybe for the whole task force, not only the one ship, but at the end, the casualties are mounting up for the Japanese. Unluckily, my S-boat is not able to really finish this task force. Still more ships going down. Again, this task force is hunting submarines. And because this is a AR mod, some Japanese ships have already the Type 95 Mod 2 with deep water ability. Good, there's not more much left in Manado. Most of the troopers are picked up by Ambon Air Force Base. What is left is not able to really fight, and so I lose still a lot of support equipment. Naja. Some bombardments here. I try to leave the hex. This is my counterattack against this Japanese 35th Division. But again, not really a victory, but also a stalemate. Not more, not less. Good, and I build up more forces and bases. Good. See you soon with the after action report. So, after action report. We had a big air battle over Manila once again. And once again, the Japanese suffer high casualties on their Navy bomber wings. So, this is. But the calculation is off now. So the Japanese lost in reality 52 airframes. Reported losses of the day is only 43. So you must add 9 additional aircraft somewhere here. But it's simply not possible for me to say which aircraft lost what. I can only confirm that my aircraft over Manila is shrinking, the Air Force. 15 more Warhawks lost, and 2 Catalinas are by ops losses. But the Catalinas at least achieved 1 bomb hit on a cargo ship, and that was loaded full with troopers, so high casualties are for the Japanese. Anyway, I would say that is good. 17 airframes, and out of this, I really lost only 3 confirmed killed and 5 wounded, so from the 5, maybe 4 will come back, so maybe 4 lost pilots. The amount of aces are still going up. You can see here many pilots have at least one kill or no. And only wounded, maybe he will come back one day. Good, ship loss today. Kino, no, official really went down. I lost only two super little support ships. Local minesweeper and a local tanker. Yeah, so very light losses. Anyway, so this is now. Oh, wait, is it? Situation. So in Hawaii, nothing really changed. I'm building up my fleet, train my ships, repair ships, and also the upgrade pass for some of the destroyers are already happening at January 42. So I get here now the upgrade with radar. I think this is important. Plus maybe some anti-submarine equipment, but mostly radar, and it is really helpful. The better equipment is coming, of course, first in April, so it really makes sense to try to maybe avoid the battles up to April, and in May you really can strike back with more equipment and better equipment, and yeah, good. So in America, everything is fine, nothing really to talk about. Moving stuff around, training our pilots, but I would say what I want to talk here. Two carriers are here now. Enterprise is still under repair from this torpedo hit, double torpedo hit. So you can see I need still a month to fix all this damage. So in February I have Enterprise back. At the same time, there's also Yorktown here. So these are both carriers of the Yorktown class. Then they can operate together. Hornet will also join sooner or later. I think roughly 2 weeks. Let's say ship availability. Hornet. No, Hornet need a little longer. Okay, 30 days. So 2 months. I get the third Yorktown class carrier. Third and last one. Good. But I use more or less only Los Angeles in the north and Seattle. Seattle in the north and Los Angeles in the south. Everything else is for me too complicated, and not we. I don't have the demand of more port size and volumina so far, so I can handle everything here. And I'm still building up my convoy system, so maybe in the future I need more ports to handle this kind of cargo. Everything else is building up, trying to build up also Baker Island. No one is up to now here, so I get an early warning base with Catalinas, so I can reach out. You can see Tarawa. So early warning. It will not stop the Japanese, but maybe. And if there's no Japanese attempt to really push here stronger, I mean, they took all the smaller islands here, but maybe can build up here something. Next additional forward base to protect Fiji from the north. That is still missing. Around Luganville, I don't really invest anything. This is a lost case, especially because the Japanese are already in Nomaya. So the carriers are here, and they're going northwest. So they finished the attempt to intercept any cargo shipping at New Zealand. It's fine. I have here some submarines, French submarines and American submarines. Not that the Americans can do anything. It's a S-boat, so maybe they can do something. And the French ships or submarines are capable. And I also realized there's maybe I don't know if it's a bug, because you can see the S-boat torpedo is of course a Mark 21, have a penetration value of 270. A French torpedo have a penetration of 915. That is far too high. This is even higher than Japanese torpedoes or British torpedoes. And British torpedoes are 24 inch or something like this. So I don't know. why the French torpedoes are so strong. But the French submarines are carrying so little that it maybe doesn't matter at the end. So Australia, all fine. I disengage now. I was able to sink some ships. Kino was maybe the most important one. Um, I have my carriers here, but I am out of fuel because I was running on full speed, and I really don't want to come closer to Rabul. I still must fear enemy airstrikes, and I don't have the ability to strike and defend my carriers at the same time. But the operation to pick up here the last land-based units was successful. If there's nothing now strangely happened, I can maybe bring them back to Port Moresby and rebuild the Australian regiment there. And my submarines are maybe able to finish one or two of these ships off before they reach in Kabul. I can also check the mine hit. So there was a mine hit from a submarine at Merak. Okay. The typical area where submarines likes to hit a mine. Good, nothing else to talk here. Here come Dutch East Indies, here's Merak. This is a typical, because every submarine or surface ship enters the India Ocean from the Java Sea must cross this hex, so I throw here some mines into the water. If I had more, I would do this, but Dutch mines are very limited, and maybe it also mine this hex because this is the second most used entry-exit point for Java Sea. All the rest is of Java is fine. I built up my air force, so nothing really new, but everything is going nicely. I must only be careful that I don't stress my pilots too much. But you can see that I'm slowly getting up to a level of capable. And the Dutch Navy Air Force is doing the same, is trying to train for the moment there. Maybe can strike back and get a revanche for the loss of Prince of Wales and Repulse. Of course, Japanese submarines are here. Japanese taking Manado, but this is not important. I have here at Ambon already some kind of assault value. It's a No, it's Jungle Raf, but okay. Means it's triple defense, and I have here already building slowly fort levels. Problem is that the Dutch forces all have no engineers, so it's very hard to find any unit with Dutch engineers. The scenario did this on purpose so that there's a very low chance for the Dutch to blow up infrastructure if the Japanese taking the base. And this makes sense, and it simply helps the game to continue. Manila, we have the next big air battle. My fighter force is now completely low on airframes. Not low on pilots, but yeah. I also don't know how many airframes I want still invest into this slaughterhouse. We will see. But I must stand down and give my pilots 2 or 3 days rest. The base is still fine, but if the Japanese are still trying to attack here more and more, I cannot hold up against this. I cannot repair my aircraft fast enough. The Japanese can do this better. Manila looks the same, nothing new, and India Ocean, Rangoon also area. Burma looks fine. The convoy is already returning to Calcutta, and the next convoy is preparing to resupply Burma, China. So more supplies are trying to enter China. And China itself is nothing to talk about. Good. And see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.